okay, I'm gonna do something else that I have always kind of not frowned my face up at, but I guess I've had disdain because I didn't have time to do it. But I'm gonna get on here because I think I'm about to step out. I was trying to see if I wanted to step out because the weather is looking like it's interesting. And side note, friends, you know the hill that I'm always showing you all? It's called Jack's Hill. Yeah, it's called Jack's Hill. So anyway, the weather is looking interesting, but I think I'm about to step out anyway. So let me fix my little station. So anywho, I've had disdain for doing makeup tutorials because I'm like, who cares? Put your face on and then go where you gotta go. But that's because I didn't have the luxury of doing it before, but now I do. So I'm just gonna show you all. I've always said literally my makeup routine is about 5 minutes, and that's because I've never really had the luxury to just put it all out there. And I take that back. When I had the time, I didn't have the desire. When I had the desire, I didn't have the time. And along the way, the thin line has been survival mode, survival mode, survival mode, lack of resources, lack of resources, lack of resources. So I've just kind of adopted this 5 minute routine. But, we're in a brand new day. So, anywho, my face soap, body soap too, but like the peppermint, it keeps me going. So when everybody's like, well, what do you do? What's your skincare routine? Putting good stuff in. Literally putting good things in my body is my skincare routine. And I have upped my water game. I do love coconut water. Chlorophyll is really a good booster. And then of course the sun, because I'm out in the sunshine a lot now. But nevertheless, this is what I use. No fancy dancy stuff. I use a washcloth and a little dab will do you. It's not a whole lot. I've shown you all, and I didn't go get it, and I'm not going to pause to go get it, but vitamin E oil, that's my moisturizer. And so after I've done all of that prep, I know you're not supposed to touch your face, but I was originally taught how to do my makeup using my hands. We didn't have sponges back in whenever I was 12, 13. I was taught how to do my makeup when I was 12. Shout out to Mimi. She taught me how to do my makeup, and I'm still using virtually the same techniques. So we didn't have sponges back then. We had the little cotton pads, but over the years, I'm like, you got to do what you got to do. And I haven't had the luxury of having sponges and pads and brushes and things. Not throwing shade to those people who have those things and they use them flawlessly. I'm not mad at you. You do your thing and you look great. So anyway, I use my fingers and I start with eyeshadow. Sometimes if I use eyeliner, I'll do eyeliner, but I don't use concealer unless I'm on shoots, which if I'm on a shoot or something like a high profile picture, I will use a concealer and foundation and all the things. But typically I don't use those things because I sweat a lot. And now that I'm down here, really, I would sweat it off before I would even do it. But I'm a sweater, I'm a mover, I'm a shaker. I got things to do today. And I don't want to have to fool with a setting spray, which I got that too. I have a primer and a setting spray. Like I have the things, but my routine is like 5 minutes or less. Get in, get out, be done. So anyway, my eyeshadow that I like, my sis put me on to this. I like clean makeup because that's another thing. Put in good stuff, prayerfully you get good skin. But if you put in good stuff and then you got good skin and then you put on garbage on top of it, a bunch of chemicals, a bunch of hormone laden chemicals, for me, like it's counterproductive. So I try to go with clean stuff, and this is relatively clean, but this is Too Faced, and so it's got nice range of colors, pretty palette. And so literally I go in with my gold and I go and I use your ring finger because that's how I was taught, and it's typically, or it was at that point in time, your weakest finger. And so I go in with that, and I like going in the creases, the corners of my eyes. I know with my skin, since I am looking like a fabulous 46-year-old, well, 46 on Monday, but I know that my gravity has taken its toll a little bit. So with my eye application, I do have to get in the creases. So I do that base, and then I go in with a little like a little rose gold, because I like the little pop on the inside of my eye. And I do that, and then try to make sure that it's even. Sometimes it's not if I'm rushing, but even. And then I go in with a darker, and this is Sex and Candy. The first was Gold Digger. The second, I'm the Dessert. Okay. And then this one is Sex and Candy. And I typically like to go along the baseline of my eye, and then the inside, and then like up there, to give me just a little bit of contour. I don't know if that's the right word, but it works for me. And then go like that. And of course you got to start with clean hands too. And then I just go back with my middle finger and just kind of blend it in, so it's not looking too interesting. And like I said, sometimes it is looking interesting, but it works for me. I like a natural look, and so just kind of blend it in. That's typically my eye. If I want something a little more dramatic, I would put on, like I said, an eyeliner, or do more of a heavier base, but that's what I like to do. Then this has a mirror in it, so sometimes I'm like, I'll look in the mirror. Not bad. Okay. And then mascara. Those who are timing me, you're like, it's been 5 minutes. I said 5 minutes or 10, between 10 to 5. But I use Thrive liquid lash extensions. I don't even know if that's doing it right. That's what the people do. But I use Thrive. It gives me a nice coverage because my eyelashes have never really been long, but they growing though. You growing eyelashes. And so I do the top, and then the bottom. Same on the other side, top. And I know that people have their different techniques for mascara. But like I said, works for me. So that is done. And then I told y'all, when I do use foundation, Healthy Glow. Well, this was my color before I got sun-kissed. But anywho, then I moved to blush. So I used to wear a bronzer, but I ran out of it, and I didn't grab any more before I moved over here. So I just use a little bit of the Gold Digger that I used on my eyes, and I kind of dab it a little bit to get a little bit on the brush. And yeah, then I'm old school in this fact. I have oh, what is this? Is this Mazzani? Oh shoot, I should be able to see what this is. Well, it's just a little cake. I think this might be Mazzani. But anywho, just the old cake blush. Put a little bit on there. Blow off the excess. And then I literally do fish face. Cheekbones. There we go. Hey, cheekbones, I see you. And that's it. Voila. Now you see the magic. I do have a lip that I normally wear, but it's over there and I'm not going to get it. So I'm just going to improvise. So I use at times when I want different colors, because my go-to is Lip Bar, Class Act. Lip Bar Class Act. That's my normal go-to. But sometimes I just might want a little lighter. So for this, I'm going to use What the Fudge. I'm going to do What the Fudge and I'm the Dessert. So I'm going to mix them together a little bit. The artist in me. I'm going to mix them and just do a little bit of that. Just a little pinky bronzy rosish. And oh yeah, I do actually have a sponge. And I do clean it, even though I don't use it a lot. But put that on. And then I have some honey lip gloss, because sometimes I just do want my lips to be popping. Lip gloss be popping. Sometimes I do, a little bit. And so since I'm not going over there, typically, because I had put some on earlier, typically, y'all know I love my homegirl. Get into it. Divine Purity. I hope it turns right. But Divine Purity Truth Serum, the best lip balm I've ever used in my entire life. Period. Hands down. Divine Purity. If you don't know about her, I keep saying, if you don't know, you better find out. Anywho, lip gloss. Ahaha. Ahaha. Oh gosh, it's so thick. It's so thick. That's why I don't typically wear it. You know. Gotta make do when you be in the L word. I should have just gone to get my normal, but make sure it's off. My bad. Make sure it's off my teeth. And there you have it. Face done. I might put a little more pink in this because this is a little browner than normal. But yeah, let me do that now. Let me just course correct right now. No need to be waiting until later. Let me course correct. So I'm switching fingers. Let's try a little reality chalk. And I'm the Dessert. Just to kind of, okay, that lightened it up a little bit. Put a little bit more. Switching fingers. Not putting the glossy finger back in there. That's gas. It's gas. Okay. It's a little lighter. Just a little. But I'm going to put some more gloss on top of it. And yeah. There we go. We good. We good, fam. We good. Let me do something to this hair. Oh yeah, before I get off, let me say this too. So my eyebrows. Yeah, I'm going there. Y'all know nothing's off limits. Back in the day, I used to pluck my eyebrows. And I plucked and plucked and plucked. And then they got kind of thin. But there came a point in time where my hormones kicked in. And I don't know if you all know, but hormones affect eyebrows. And so my eyebrows became affected. And now I don't pluck. I don't do anything. Sometimes I try to do a little cleanup of the peach fuzz. But these are the brows that are here. And I know I could do brow work and try to fill them in. But then sometimes, like my sister and I feel like I'll be looking like Ernie. Who is it? Whichever one. Bert. We be looking like Bert and Ernie. And I don't, as an artist, to be an artist, I have not perfected that yet. And so I feel a little bit self-conscious sometimes. Sometimes I'll do it. Sometimes I'll be like, forget it. I'm just going to do it because I want my eyebrows to be blah. But typically, I'll just go with my Thin and Crispies. My Thin Mints. Because, you know, and I do, honestly, all jokes aside, I do believe that some point along the line, my face has always been asymmetrical, meaning that this side has been higher, has lifted higher than this side. But somewhere along the way, I think gravity has pulled it down a little bit more because this ear is a little bit higher than this ear. I'm putting y'all up on game. Haha. But at any rate, I don't necessarily do my eyebrows, but I know that when I do take the time and when other people do them, they make the whole face do what it do. So I hope that this has helped you. I hope I've given you some technique. I hope that you're not like, oh wow, okay, you should have just kept the magic behind the curtain. Doesn't matter to me. I just wanted to share it with you because I think because the weather's still holding off, I'm gonna put my clothes on, and then yeah, girl, I think, or yeah, people, yeah, y'all, I think I might step out for a little bit. Birthday weekend vibes. Hey. Let me pause and let me put my makeup. I mean, pull my hair down, throw my earrings and stuff, and get dressed, and then I'll show you the finished product. Pause, please. Okay, I'm back. Outfit done. Hair pulled back, or pulled out rather. Jewelry on. And so, yeah. Let's see if I can position this so you can see the whole outfit. The weather is acting nice and behaving. Weather. Thank you, weather. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, weather. Thank you. Let me see. Take a little picture like y'all know I like to do. Okay. Now you can see the full fit. Hold on. You ready? Let's go. We ready. We ready to go outside. Got my good cowrie shells on. Yo. We ready. Pockets. Pockets are a must. What's up, pockets? Oh, nothing. Just some pockets. Okay, friends. Thank you for spending this time with me to do this quick makeup tutorial. I pray that you all have a great rest of your day. I plan to thoroughly enjoy my birthday weekend. I plan to just celebrate what God has given me and the blessing that God has given me. And I am grateful and take every day as it comes because I know that no day is promised. So literally carpe diem. And if you have any questions about my routine, y'all won't have no questions. Y'all gonna be like, girl. But nevertheless, that's what I do. So I'm about to step out and see y'all later. Bye.